Ladies and gents, today I have Lawrence. He's a financial advisor. He's making some waves in the industry. He's gonna be, a breakout star going forward. We want to talk a little bit about our the time we spent together around coaching and sharpening his skill set. So, Lawrence, if you don't mind sharing, can you briefly describe exactly what you do?
Yeah, no problem, Chris. So I'm a financial planner in the UK. So basically, people come to me because they want to retire earlier or be more tax efficient or just sort of get a grip on their finances. So that's really how I help people normally.
Love it. And can you share like where you were before and after you were working with me in terms of maybe skill set, growth?
There was one quote that I was thinking about, which was sort of when I came into this industry, I thought it was just going to be the case of telling people good ideas and they're going to buy it. But what I
Right.
didn't realize was that actually there's sales to this role. So obviously before meeting you, like I don't know, I was probably earning 40 grand a year maximum, mainly just closing people that were lay down sales, not really having some in-depth discussions and kind of just plodding along. But I think I kind of knew there was more to that. There was a lot of sales lost on the table. Um,
Mm.
so like since working with you, I mean, I've pretty much doubled my income, and I'm well on track for making 100 grand pretty soon, which is nice. And then moving forward from that, like the sky's the limit ultimately.
Yeah, 100%. And pumped to see you progress and getting you ready for the next level. What were, I guess, the main challenges you faced before?
For me, like it was probably two parts. It was not speaking to enough people, so I didn't
Oh,
have enough people booked in my diary. But then also the people I was getting in my diary, I was just getting so many objections, like mainly either
mm,
I need to think about it or I'm not sure if this is the right time. Let's circle back. So there just really wasn't like the only people I was closing are sort of the simple sales, and that was about it.
mm. Yeah. And how has your process overall, like maybe lead generation and sales process, like how has that changed since working together?
Like a massive thing for me was the sort of LinkedIn campaign that we put in place. So I'm starting to have people reach out to me online saying, "Hey, like seeing your content, I really like what you're doing. Like, can we have a chat?" Um, so that's been really nice to start having people book in my diary rather than me either cold calling or reaching out to other people. So that's been very good from that perspective, as well as we've been putting in place referral campaigns.
Right.
So, like, obviously, I've got clients on board, but then actually trying to squeeze referrals out of them in the right way. So, being consistent with it and on top of it. Um, so, that's been a real game changer on that side. And then, sales wise, I've just got more clarity on
Mm,
how the conversations go. So, like, how I should be structuring it, what I'm trying to get out of the conversation, like, how I'm trying to help them. And really just having more in-depth emotional conversations to see if I can help and in what way. And I'm getting much more productive conversations from them in turn.
yeah. Because in today's day and age, as in a trustless world, it's all about, positioning yourself as a trusted advisor through these conversations. And of course, if you can pre-sell people through your content, that's always a nice bonus. So you don't have to rely only on lay down sales. What surprised you overall about our work together? Like, do you have any misconceptions before starting? Any hesitations, maybe?
Um, I guess it's the classic thing of like, oh, is this worth the money? Am I going to get my money back? Um,
Mhm.
sort of thing. So that's just sort of the standard objection. But I guess maybe a concern of like, oh, is this sort of uh, does this guy know what he's talking about? Obviously, he's got some good content, but is it actually going to go through? And actually, I guess one of my concerns as well was like, is this going to be, oh, he's going to show me some good ideas and sort of lead me to it? And I think that's been one of the biggest surprises, like how constant we're talking, we're sort of speaking daily. we're on top of things, and it sort of really feels like you do care.
But yeah, here and there, here and there. That's when I'm having a bad day. But cool, no, I appreciate it. You're making me blush. So if someone is on the fence, like watching this and about working together, like what would you tell them?
Like, I think if you're driven and ambitious, like, you know, you've got to take risk in things, like in anything. And like, this was a leap of faith for me in terms of working with you one on one. And it was a risk. Like, there was all of these ideas of, oh, I'm gonna get my money back, all of that. But it obviously it did work out. And I realistically, I would say, as long as someone's willing to put in the work, and is driven enough, they'll get the same results, because you ultimately know what you're talking about. And it works.
Love it. Love it. Any final thoughts you'd like to share with everyone?
Uh, I guess no. I mean, we've been working together for the past 2 years now, and it's just been really good to learn, because it's like the sort of phrase of, you don't know what you don't know. And just like the things that we've gone through of, like, LinkedIn generation, referral campaigns, stealth DMs, like everything. We've got multiple fingers in pies that are just sort of addressing different things, so it's not just one focus. And it's nice to know that we're looking at everything to just keep it on track and keep me on the trajectory I want to go on. So I'd say, like, if anyone's thinking of reaching out, just kind of do it, have a chat, and see where it goes from there.
Love it. Love it. So clear next steps for everyone. You invest into sales coaching to make money, and then you take that money and you go to Lawrence to multiply it.
That sounds good. That sounds good.
That's an optimal, progression path for everyone watching. But yeah, Lawrence, it's been a pleasure serving you. Appreciate you for this. And yeah, I'll see you on our next call together.